All right. I just got back from the gym. Struggled to get a parking spot, and here's the reason why. They are doing street construction here on Nostrand Avenue on the north-south thoroughfare. You know, during this time of day, this street is normally a four-lane one-way southbound main Principal Avenue during the morning time and rush hour from I think it's about 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then they allow parking. Let me see, it's metered parking, so metered parking after 8:30. But normally during the day and the nighttime, to ease rush hour traffic, what they do is they don't allow you to park on the street so they can use all four lanes. You know, the two outside parking lanes and the two inside traffic lanes to assist in the flow of traffic and hurry you up. Now, what you see that they're doing here is that they are making the street narrower. They are taking the westbound parking lane and then extending the sidewalk out. So that's about 12 feet that they're extending the sidewalk out. And this will leave this street with 3 lanes. Now, if the street was congested during rush hour with 4 lanes, what's it going to be with 3 lanes? So this is what they do for that police state that they're preparing you for. What they did was make an easement at the other end of the block because it's a bus stop. But what they're going to do here is when they need to, is they'll drill a hole where you see that this light post is. They'll drill a hole in the ground and they'll put a stanchion there or a barricade. It'll be a electronically styled barricade like you see when you go when you pay your toll at the toll plaza or the bridge or anything like that. So if you want to restrict access to a neighborhood, that toll will come down and no one can make it from the north of Brooklyn to the south of Brooklyn not using this street. And they'll tell you, they'll got a civic plan, and they'll say this sounds like a good idea, and they'll give you all of these studies. All of this stuff is for control. There is no reason to make the street narrower, and that's going to assist in the flow of traffic. If you want to assist in the flow of traffic, what you would do is you create either a bus-only lane or a carpool-only lane. That's what you would do. This is what they're doing right here. You know, so, you know, I've seen this in other streets. But you know, I've never understood, especially with the bike lanes and what they do, especially when you go down here to Washington Avenue in Brooklyn, and you see how they took a 4-lane. Well, basically, it wasn't even a 4-lane; it was more like a 6-lane or a 5-lane road, which was 2-way. So there'd be space for parking and about 2 lanes of traffic for each direction, those going west and those going east. But this. What we have here, Washington Avenue is a north-south street. So it would be 2 lanes and a parking lane. What they did was create a center median. So they took about 15 feet of the center of the road surface and put in a median, and they would call that neighborhood beautification, but it doesn't matter because all it does is slow down traffic. All right? So what they did was they took the center of the road, they put in 15 feet of concrete sidewalk, and they planted potted plants and trees. And you think that's beautiful, but all that does is make traffic slower. It's a fascist system, right? What they're trying to do is inhibit the movement of people from direction, unless they have what they have in South Africa, they would have or Palestine. They've got those type of pass cards that restrict people to certain neighborhoods. You know, so the Palestinians can't go into Jerusalem; they have to stay outside in the outskirts. Or they can't go into the center of Gaza, they have to stay on the outside. Or the South Africans, they can only enter certain neighborhoods if they have work permits to show that they work for the white families in those areas. That's what they're trying to do. All right? I see what they're doing because this really makes no sense to make the street. I mean, if you can see the traffic is going back for about 4 blocks. And even though the street is under construction, so how would it look when it's finished? You know, if you want to assist and ease traffic, what you do is have bus-only lanes, you have high occupancy vehicle-only lanes, or you have commercial vehicle-only lanes. Stuff that can segregate the population flow into people who just need to get from one destination to another one. All right? I'll get it with you guys later. I have to get some breakfast, some eggs and some toast. Of course, you didn't even know that, but I just want to let you know what I had seen.